about Applied Diploma Level 3 Criminology. These are some questions that I would love for us to discuss in person if we could be at an open evening. But these are some of the things that if they spark your interest, this course might be for you. So why is it applied? It's a level 3 course. It's not an A-level, but it is equivalent to one A-level. So it's applied because you learn knowledge and you apply that in context. So it's all about using what you've learned in scenarios. But it is worth the same UCAS points as an A-level. I'll come to UCAS points later. So what is criminology? It's a study of crime, of criminals, of victims of crime, of punishments and how we deal in the judicial system with crime, how we can prevent it. And through this course you'd learn theories of criminality, what makes a criminal, what might make a serial killer for example, and how can we go about preventing it, or what should we do when we've got a conviction for crime. This is a new course to Wickersley, but it is growing across the country and the pass rate is really high. So it's not assessed like an A-level would be, where in your A-levels you do all your exams at end of year 2. In this course you do some exams in year 1 and another one in year 2. You have each year an internal assessment, which is like coursework and an exam, and then you do the same again in your second year. In your first year, Unit 1 is your controlled assessment, so that's coursework if you like, and in this unit you'd learn lots of information about crime, which you then apply into your own campaign. So you have to design a campaign for change on how we can tackle crime effectively, or how we can raise awareness for certain types of crimes. So this unit is 8 hours in a controlled assessment, but it's in school, it's in a classroom, and we can split them 8 hours over a few days. But it does require your creativity because you're planning your own campaign. So it's coursework but not in the written sense like you might have done before. Also in your first year, you'll do an examined unit where you'll use information that you learned in Unit 1 and you'll apply this Unit 2 knowledge to answer exam style questions under exam conditions. This is an hour and a half, just like any other exam you've done before. In Year 2 that style is repeated, so in Unit 3 another controlled assessment, where in this time you're given some information about a crime that's been committed and how it's been investigated, and you're asked in this coursework to review whether the verdict is justified. In Unit 4 you use all your knowledge from Units 1 up to 4 and you answer some exam style questions in a normal exam. So this course is designed for your progression to university. So if you're interested in studying crime or law or criminology at university, then the skills you would develop would help you work towards that. So these would look really good on an application because you've done some project research, you've presented your own campaign, that kind of thing. But this course is not a course in criminal profiling. We're not going to look at loads and loads of gruesome crimes and serial killers. We might cover some, but it's not a study of serial killers. It wouldn't automatically get you into police force, but it might be a stepping stone into that career if you're interested. And you're not going to be a legal expert, you'd have to take law or move on to university to study law at that point. So at university these courses would like to see criminology on your application, so if you're interested in taking a course like this is a good subject to choose. These are its UCAS points, which is what universities are looking for. It's graded A star to E, and these points are equivalent to any other A-level. If you decided not to go to university, this course might lend itself well to these careers, but I've added some extra information if you want to have a look on Prospect's website for what you could do with this course. If you think that sounds like something you're interested in, and you're thinking about taking criminology, you might want to think about taking it with these kind of courses, psychology, sociology, law, they gel quite nice together. I just need you to remember that there is some writing element to this. There's exam, but there's also controlled assessments which require writing. I need you to be a critical thinker and to have some creativity for when you're designing that campaign. And I ask you to be organised because there's plenty of coursework in which you can take your notes into these controlled assessments, so organisation would be key. There's a link onto its specification here if you want to look in more detail at what's covered on this course. But if you've got any more questions, you could email me, and there are also a couple of links for you to look at.